Vishal Manchanda, Senior VP Institutional Research at Systematix, joins in. Vishal, welcome to the show. Always a pleasure to speak to you and get your insights as well. Now, if you have to talk about the companies that have actually reported numbers so far, I think almost all of them, what has been the key highlights that you have picked up so far?
Right. So I think coming to India, that's doing pretty well for most companies. For
Okay.
some, it's because of the chronic business that they have, and GLP-1 launches are also helping companies. Licensing is another theme that's helping the India growth for some companies. Acute, I think, continues to be soft. No major changes there. It's probably around 7-8%. That's the growth that we are seeing in that segment. On US, I think US is always company specific, but for most companies, the US generics is a pain this quarter. It's a decline on a YOY basis. Cipla and Reddy's, we have seen a massive decline. So Shilpa, Medicare, and Divi's are two companies that outperformed. So Divi's is one that massively outperformed expectations, led primarily by their custom synthesis business. They got new. So for the first time, I think we saw custom synthesis giving about 60% of their top line, which usually has been around 50%. That has now gone to 60% of the top line. So that helped margins as well as growth both. Shilpa is doing well, but it was slightly lower than our expectation, while on a YOY basis, they did extremely well. And that was because of a few launches that they were able to ramp up in the US. So that helped them during the quarter.
Uh, Specifically on CDMO though, and Vishal, the point is that a lot of these companies have reported pretty good set of numbers. Would you say that that is replicable in the rest of the financial year? Are there headwinds that they might face?
So I think CDMO is so there is always some seasonality in CDMO. Not every quarters are that strong for companies. So certain quarters you get to book supplies, while certain quarters you don't get to book those supplies. So we'll have to be cautious there. But I think as a theme, it's not the way it's not shaping up the way we would have expected across companies. It's only shaping up selectively. Only certain companies are meaningfully benefiting, and I think those companies which have large capacities in place, a strong balance sheet to invest in capacities, and very and long relationships with innovators are those that are performing in the CDMO opportunity.
Okay. So therefore, Vishal, in your opinion, not just in FY27, but heading further into FY28 as well, how would you play ideally the pharma space without necessarily going into details of which company stands out as the top of the pack or not? You would have to splice this, right? Some people have said that you should look at India-focused companies as those that will likely lead from the front, those that are making formulations that cater to chronic diseases. How should you look at it?
So India would probably be in that zone only, about say around 8 to 13% growth. Some companies are outperforming, but the challenge in picking up India focused names is essentially valuations. So the valuations are kind of take care of the growth opportunity that we see in the space. US generics is going to be like a is going to be a pain for most names, but there are so US generics, if you look at that's priced in for certain companies, like the pain that's expected is priced in for certain companies. But if they are able to kind of do something around biosimilars, like say a Dr. Reddy's, if they deliver on the biosimilar opportunity, probably that would be a name to look out for. But there are uncertainties to those approvals, whether they come through or not. There are compliance challenges, there are product levels challenges. All of those will need to be factored in. But I would say rather focus on themes where the pain is already factored in,
Yeah.
rather than the opportunity being factored in.
Yeah, yeah, fair point. Vishal, thanks so much for taking the time. Pleasure speaking with you as always.
Thank you.